Welcome everyone to a new video where we delve into the world of self-improvement and success. Today, we're exploring Atomic Habits by James Clear, full book summary and review. James Clear, the author of the book, provides a comprehensive guide to habit change built on a solid foundation of behavioral science. The central theme of this book is the power and importance of habits in shaping our lives. Clear emphasizes that it's not the grand sweeping changes that transform our lives, but the small incremental ones. He shows us how these tiny changes, these atomic habits, can compound over time to produce remarkable results. This book is not just about habits, it's about identity, about who we are and who we want to become. It's about aligning our habits with our desired outcomes and becoming the best version of ourselves. So, buckle up for an enlightening journey through the world of atomic habits. Get ready to unlock the power of habits and become the best version of yourself. So, why do habits matter so much? Let's dive into that. Imagine you're a ship setting sail. Your habits are the winds guiding your journey. A slight change in habits can drastically alter the course of your voyage over time. In his book, James Clear emphasizes this by shedding light on the importance of creating good habits and breaking the bad ones. Consider this: habits are not just actions, they are repeated behaviors that slowly etch into our identity. They become who we are. If you're someone who reads daily, you become a reader. If you exercise regularly, you're a fitness enthusiast. Our habits shape us, mold us, and eventually define us. Now, let's take it a step further. Habits are not just about defining who we are, but also about where we want to be. It's about aligning our habits with our desired outcomes. If you aspire to be a writer, then cultivating a habit of writing daily is a step towards your goal. The habits we create for ourselves are like stepping stones towards the person we desire to become. But it's not always a walk in the park. The path of creating good habits and breaking bad ones is often riddled with challenges. It's a process, a journey of self-discovery and change. But remember, these challenges are the stepping stones to a better you. So, take a moment to reflect. What are your habits? Do they align with the person you aspire to become? If not, it's never too late to start. Remember, your habits are the winds guiding your journey, and it's in your hands to shift the sails. Remember, your habits define who you are and where you're heading. Now let's discuss the 4 laws of behavior change as outlined by James Clear. First up, we have the law of making habits obvious. Imagine your habit as a plant. For it to grow, it needs to be seen and nurtured. The same applies to habits. Make them prominent in your life. Create cues that trigger your mind to act on them. This could be as simple as putting your running shoes next to your bed if you want to form a habit of morning runs. Secondly, we have the law of making habits attractive. This law is all about associating positive feelings with your habits. By making habits attractive, you create a magnetic pull towards them. Let's say you want to cut down on junk food. Try associating the habit of eating healthy with the attractiveness of feeling good, looking amazing, and having more energy. The third law is about making habits easy. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you'll stick to it. Think about the habit of reading. Instead of setting a goal to read 100 pages a day, start with just a page or 2. The easier you make it, the less resistance you'll face, and the more likely you are to stick with it. Lastly, we have the law of making habits satisfying. This law emphasizes the importance of immediate gratification. Humans are wired to enjoy instant rewards, so try to find a way to make your habits immediately satisfying. If you want to exercise regularly, reward yourself with a delicious smoothie or your favorite show after a workout. These 4 laws are not standalone. They work best when combined. For instance, if you want to form a habit of meditating daily, make it obvious by setting a reminder, make it attractive by associating peace of mind, make it easy by starting with just 5 minutes a day, and make it satisfying by allowing yourself a moment of relaxation afterwards. These 4 laws can be your guiding principles in habit formation and change. How does our environment and self-control factor into our habits? Let's find out. In the realm of habit formation, our environment plays a pivotal role. It's not only about the physical space around us, but also the people we interact with, the information we consume, and the culture we're part of. All these elements create a distinct backdrop that can either support or undermine our efforts to build better habits. Atomic Habits emphasizes this by advocating for an environment that makes good habits more obvious and bad habits less visible. Imagine you're trying to eat healthier. If your pantry is filled with chips and cookies, the path to healthier eating becomes a steep uphill battle. But if you replace those treats with fruits and nuts, the choice becomes easier, almost automatic. This is a simple example of how tweaking our environment can help us make better choices. Now let's talk about self-control. Often we believe that self-control is about willpower, about fighting our urges to indulge in bad habits. But what if we could reduce the need for that fight in the first place? Cues play a significant role here. They are the triggers that prompt our cravings for bad habits. For instance, a notification from a social media app can trigger the urge to scroll mindlessly. By managing these cues, we can minimize the need for self-control. Turn off those notifications and you reduce the temptation. But remember, self-control is not about total abstinence. It's about creating a balance, about making conscious choices. It's about deciding what you want now versus what you want most. And that's a powerful shift in perspective. In conclusion, our environment and self-control are not just peripheral factors. They are central to the process of habit formation. By understanding and harnessing them, we can create a more conducive path towards our goals. Your environment and self-control play a crucial role in your journey towards better habits. Alright, let's move on to some practical advice and strategies from the book. The essence of Atomic Habits lies in embracing the power of small, incremental changes. It's all about understanding that big leaps don't happen overnight. Instead, they are the result of many small steps taken consistently over time. One of the most powerful strategies in the book is the concept of habit stacking. It's about linking a new habit to an existing one. For instance, if you want to start meditating, you could pair it with your morning cup of coffee. So, every time you sip your coffee, you're reminded to meditate. The book also emphasizes the need to make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To make a habit obvious, you should design your environment to include clear cues for your habits. For example, if you want to read more, keep a book by your bedside table. To make a habit attractive, you could use temptation bundling. This means pairing an action you want to do with an action you need to do. Making habits easy is all about reducing the friction. Set up your environment in a way that makes your good habits effortless to start. Finally, to make a habit satisfying, you need to give yourself an immediate reward when you complete your habit. Another great strategy discussed in the book is the 2-minute rule. It suggests that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. The idea is to make your habits as easy as possible to start and then improve from there. Remember, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent. Consistency is what transforms a habit into a part of your identity. Applying these strategies can significantly improve your behavior and help you achieve your desired outcomes. In summary, Atomic Habits is a comprehensive guide on habit change. It presents a unique perspective on the power of small incremental changes, demonstrating how these can lead to remarkable results over time. The 4 laws of behavior change, making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, provide a practical framework for implementing and maintaining new habits. The book also delves into the critical role of environment and self-control in shaping our habits, suggesting that by altering our surroundings and mastering our impulses, we can steer our lives in the direction we desire. The insights and strategies offered in Atomic Habits empower us to take control of our behavior, ultimately enabling us to become the best versions of ourselves. It's a compelling reminder that our daily habits, no matter how small, shape our identity and dictate our future. So, when are you going to start reading this book? Remember, your habits shape your future, and it's never too late to start making changes.